What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. I'm glad to see you all here. It's been a great day, a great weekend. I saw a lot of your guys' pictures and different things for Thanksgiving, so we're going to go through the chat. We're going to chat and hang out for a few minutes, and then we'll get down to business. First of all, what I want to know in the chat, and I'm going to go down through the chat, but how was everybody's Thanksgiving weekend? What did you guys do? What did you eat? Let me know how your weekend was. We had a great weekend here. Most of you know that Gary, Chesapeake Beard Co., or formerly known as Chesapeake, I suppose. Gary and his family were here. We had a great Thanksgiving here. So let me know what you guys were doing. So what's up? We got E-Rock. Welcome in. Ellie, let me know. I don't know if you're still planning on going live or not. Remember 2 weeks ago. We'll see. What's up, Mark? Good to see you here, man. Yeah, we hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. What's up, Nate from Ferocious, listening on the way home from post office. Had a great weekend. There you go. What's up, Nick H? Hope you're doing well. Nicholas Z, good to see you, man. We got Beard Shack. What's going on, Beard Shack? Liz, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Sam are doing well. Jason, what's going on, man? I'll throw this comment up here. So kind of the way this stream works, and this has become one of my favorite streams to do. There's many reasons why I started doing this stream, and so basically right here, if you'd like to have your channel reviewed live, or if you just want to submit YouTube questions, kind of a Q&A type thing, you can hit that link right there, just fill out the form, and that'll come to me here. It's just a simple Google form. And so that gives people a chance to ask questions through that way. Or if you want your channel looked at, we'll go through your channel and see if I can give you some kind of tips or advice to help you with your YouTube channel. The whole goal of this show is to just help people make their channels better, to do all the algorithm things on YouTube and all that good stuff. So hopefully we're able to do that. And then doing it live like this, it gives a great opportunity for others who may be thinking about starting channels or maybe have channels also to see the same questions getting answered. One thing that I've found in doing this is a lot of times, especially starting out, a lot of people have a lot of the same questions. So this is a good way to, get those questions answered at one time. And I love doing this. I love helping people. And so this is fun for me. I appreciate you guys. Who else we got? We got Zeb. What is up, man? Zeb Beards, good to see you. Let's see. We got down to, all right, so Ellie says our weekend was awesome. Work was great. Had a nice meal at home. There you go. Nice meal at home, relaxing, and we ate too much. Oh, man, same here, man. Ate way too much. So much good stuff. Though we still have leftovers in the fridge. We've been eating turkey and ham for like 3 days now, but it's good. What's up, Russ? Good to see you, man. We got Jason Esser. What's up, Jason? Bearded Night Josh, good to see you, man. Great conversation today. I'm looking forward to seeing you grow your channel, and we'll talk about some different ways to get you going, man. But thanks for being here. Jay Cruz, what's up, man? What's going on, brother? And Ellie said she is still down to hop on. Okay, so we're definitely going to get to that. So in the meantime, the chat, matter of fact, let me throw that link. Nightbot's going to take care of it for me. But the link for submitting your channel or submitting questions will be there. Let me grab that real quick and get that in the chat. So while we're doing that, keep letting me know how your Thanksgiving was. Let me know how your weekend was. What are you looking forward to this week? Give me 1 second to grab. I want to get this link posted in the chat just so it's up there for everybody. So hold on 1 second. I got to do it the long way. I should have done this before, but what are you going to do? All right, getting there. So there's the link coming into the chat, and I'm going to post that. I'm going to pin that. As soon as I get the stream open here. There we go. I'm getting there, I promise. I promise I'm getting there. But there is the link right there. I gotta switch over to the right account. This is part of my checklist before the show that I failed to do. So there we go. Now it's pinned. All right, so pinned to the top of the chat, you will find the link for channel review questions or channel review link. And if you just have some general YouTube questions, throw them out there. We have a couple already, a couple of great questions to get to. So who else we got here? What's up, Disney Beersman? Good to see you, man. And yeah, Rush Young, only half the viewers have hit like. Let's hit that like button. Hey, if you like this stream, if you like what we're doing here, definitely hit that like button. I appreciate that. The like button helps YouTube a whole lot to get this information out, so I appreciate all of you that have hit the like button. If you decide halfway through you don't like it, that's completely fine too, but hopefully I can keep you liking it. What's up, Tanya? Good to see you. Good to see you in here. If you guys want some good music to sit and listen to during the day, check out Kitty. One of the Tanya, you play bass, correct? You played bass in Kitty. Let me know. I think it's bass though. I think I'm right about that. So yeah, Diablo, hope you're doing well. So, all right. So I don't know if you guys saw, I did want to kind of touch base a little bit on the video that I posted this morning. So the video that I posted this morning was mainly about product reviews, not specific any type of product reviews, but just product reviews in general. And there we go. She said, yeah, did play bass. I thought I remembered that, right? So great music. Check out Kitty. So the video that I put out this morning, if you haven't seen it yet, it's about doing product reviews. And I know in the chat we have a lot of people that do reviews, a lot of beard product reviews, and, you know, come and go throughout the chat. There may be some other type of reviews people do. I feel like the video was, I really enjoyed making that video. You guys know I've done a lot of product reviews, a lot of beard product reviews. And so I wanted to just get some information out there about doing reviews. When it comes to YouTube, I want to make sure, hey, Rebecca, how are you? Good to see you. When it comes to YouTube, one of my goals is to help people understand, first of all, understanding the reason why you do YouTube. And then secondly, kind of how to do different things. So product reviews is just one thing on YouTube. The reason why I wanted to make that video is because I have done a lot of it. And, you know, I want to give people sort of a baseline for understanding why we do the things we do on YouTube and the reasons we do this. So hopefully that video helps people. So if you haven't seen that yet, check it out. If you're a product reviewer, definitely recommend you check it out. And if you have any questions off of that video, make sure you let me know. What's up, E-Rock? Good to see you, man. Already given Jay Cruz a warning. So I don't know if you guys have seen or not. I haven't seen Vato. Where's Vato at? Vato's normally always here. I did make Vato a moderator. I needed one more moderator. So so Vato, you're up if you show up. What's up, Dagan? Good to see you, man. All right, so here in a few minutes, I'm going to share the link for the stream. If anybody wants to jump on, I know Ellie is probably going to jump on. I know of at least one other person that might jump on, but if anybody wants to jump on and stream, you know, basically the idea for this is if you haven't streamed before or if you've got very little streaming experience, if you're nervous about streaming, it's a good opportunity for you to jump on and just go live for the first time. You don't have to worry about being in control of anything or the flow of the conversation or nothing like that. I'm going to do all that for you. So, oh yeah. Diablo, I did awesome photos from the wedding. Yeah, Dagan, who got married? I know you and your husband were there, but who got married? Great pictures, though, man. Looked like y'all had a great weekend. So, all right, I'm going to, let me get this ready. I'll go ahead and throw the link out there. And we will see if Nightbot does it for me. So we'll wait for the Nightbot to throw the link out there. Like I said, if anybody's ready to go live and wants to jump on for a few minutes, basically the guidelines for going live here are, number one, you need to have at least a phone and some earbuds. That's just going to help audio, make sure there's no feedback, but that's all you need, a phone and earbuds. If you have a bigger setup, then that's perfectly fine, but at a minimum, phone and earbuds is all that you're going to need. If you're going to be on a computer, one thing that I learned this weekend with Ecamm is that for whatever reason, Google Chrome doesn't work that well with it. So if you have another browser, Firefox, I've started using something called the Brave browser, which is awesome so far. I really, really like it. But it works really well. So if you have to use Chrome, no worries. It still works. Just the picture quality doesn't come through that well. So I figured that out. If you guys remember last Monday when the mayor was on, we were kind of talking about his picture quality, and that's why it's Chrome. So yeah. You think, Dagan, were you officiating the wedding? Is that what you were doing? E-Rock, you confuse me, man. I don't know if that's what you're saying or not. Dagan, were you officiating a wedding? We'll wait and see. Wait and see what Dagan says. All right, I'm going to grab the link right here. I'm going to do Nightbot's job at first. Some of the other rules for this is that this is a G-rated channel, so family friendly. See if that comes through right. So family friendly, all that good stuff. So, I would ask that you keep it that way. I appreciate it. My kids watch and other people's families watch, so definitely appreciate that. Oh, Dagan's beard was marrying Dagan. I mean, Dagan's beard could be its own person. Yeah. Nope, just there to watch. Okay. It looked like y'all had a really good time. So there's the link in the chat. If anybody wants to jump in and stream, there is the link. Basically, click that link. It's going to have you select your microphone and camera and give permissions and stuff like that. And then once you do that, we'll get you thrown in here. We'll start chatting. Again, okay, your husband's niece was getting married. Awesome. Good stuff. So once again, also linked to pinned to the top of the chat is the form for questions for channel reviews if you want that. So feel free to use that link. I'll check that out in a few minutes. Sam says, guess that rules me out from streaming. What's that, Sam? We'll make whatever work, man, but what's ruling you out, brother? Yeah, Dagan's beard is epic. Hey, Todd, good to see you, man. Christmas clatter. If you guys like Christmas, like most people do, check out Todd's channel, Christmas Clatter. He's got some good stuff. I know you had a video come out today that you did with Santa Dad. I haven't seen the video yet. I need to watch that, but I'm looking forward to seeing that. Oh, Sam, I think you can contain it for 15 minutes, right? There he is. Vato, we were talking about you, man. Let's go. We were talking about you, Vato. Do you see that blue wrench next to your name, sir? I know a couple of weeks it came up in the chat and you asked about it, so I kind of needed a little extra help. So hopefully you're still okay with that. If not, let me know. I'll take it off. But now J. Cruz can't block you or whatever. So yep. Hey, Christmas Clatter, good dude. So all right, guys. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions that you don't want to throw in the form for whatever reason, if you'd rather throw it in the chat here, that's fine too. Any kind of YouTube Q&A questions, we'll go through those. And in the meantime, we have one question so far on the form. I'd rather wait until I don't know if Dole Whip Dad will be here. Dole Whip Dad did submit a question. We'll wait and see if we see him in the chat anywhere. So I will save that question. Oh, Jason, that's a good question. So for those of you that have used Ken's advice or been on this live, has it helped you and how so? Yeah, I'd be interested to see that. I know Jason Klein, I don't want to speak for him, but he's been live a few times since. Super proud of him. Was glad to see him getting on camera, going live. I thought it was awesome. So proud of you, Jason. Keep it up, man. I know I think twice, 2 different occasions, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think twice. All right, Beard Shack. Got to go cook for the guests that are coming over. Y'all be safe. You too, man. Have a good week, brother. So yeah, hopefully this stuff does help, and that's my goal with this stream, is that this would help. This would not only help, the person doing it, but also the people watching, because, they, just seeing the questions answered or seeing somebody else get up there and do it, hopefully will help others want to do it too. So let's see. Nate says, what do your moderators primarily do other than ban people? Well, Jay Cruz likes to tease people. He tells people he's going to ban them all the time. That's pretty much what Jay Cruz does. No, I'm kidding. He's awesome. So basically, moderators are there for comment moderation. If there's something that, needs to be brought to my attention, if I'm missing a question, then they can let me know that, or even if somebody comes in the chat. I was in a stream last night, actually Dole Whip Dad, and he was talking about, and we won't talk about this, but he was talking about internet trolls and stuff. There's a couple new laws, I guess, that are looking to be passed for this kind of thing, and so a moderator can help with that also. If there's somebody that comes in the chat just to stir up trouble, then they can get rid of that comment or whatever. So that way I can do the show, or like Jay Cruz, I'm a moderator on his channel. I can see things happen in the chat and let him do the show, and I can help with comment moderation. So that's basically it. Beardavato says I can get a response from the IRS and the DMV before Jay Cruz replies to my emails. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I guess I'm the only special one that's got your phone number, so that means you like me more than Jay Cruz, right? All right, so Nicholas Z says, Ken, how do you feel about it when reviewers give a negative review? So that's a great question. Obviously, it's always going to depend on, yeah, absolutely, Russ. They put links in videos and links and stuff there too, yeah. You know, honestly, it's going to depend on the review itself, right? On my first channel, Bluegrass Bearded, I have got a couple of negative reviews, if you want to call them, you know, giving some critique to the company, whatever. There's one review that I did that the entire review was just, you know, there was literally nothing about. I see you, Ellie. Hey, as soon as I answer this question, Ellie, we'll go live. There was a review that I did that there was literally nothing positive that I could say about the products. The company itself was a good company. The owner was nice and, you know, professional, all that kind of stuff. But negative reviews, first of all, are hard to do. Now, if it's done professionally and it's done honestly, that is all that we can ask for. What you don't want to do is have reviewers that will do every review positive and everything is great just to have a positive review out there. So negative reviews for products, whether you're talking about beard products or, you know, there's people that do keto food reviews. There's people that do cookware reviews. You know, if there's a product, it can be reviewed. And the goal is to relay the information to the consumer. So there has to be reviews that are done, you know, negative, prefer honest. They're absolutely a necessity because at the end of the day, we have to be honest. And if there's, you know, if the product warrants that type of review, then all we can do is be honest about it. So, I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all about the honesty. If it's negative, if it's positive, whatever it happens to be, it's got to be done that way. So hopefully that answers your question. If there's anything else you wanted to know, I did kind of mention that a little bit in my video this morning, that you have to be prepared when you do a review of any kind for negative feedback in your comments. Because there's always going to be people that, you know, when you review something, if you like it, they don't like it. If you don't like it, they do like it. You got to be prepared for those kind of comments to come in. But negative reviews, positive reviews, at the end of the day, the honest reviews is what matters. What's up, Johnny Grooms? And Vato is waiting on someone to do reviews on reviewers. I've heard a few times that people are going to start doing that. I don't know. How do you review a person? I don't know. All right, guys, so we have our first guest for the night. I want to go to Christmas Clatter real quick. At a minimum, being a part of the live stream is a confidence boost. Talking through the process takes out the nervousness of the unknown. Yeah, absolutely. And Todd, he's an example. He did one of these types of shows with another creator. I believe, right, Todd? I think you were live on the show. But and now he's been live streaming for a couple of months, and Todd's killing it. He looks like he's been doing it forever, so a lot of times it just takes that initial barrier break. All right, so let's jump over. Let's get this set up. Ellie, if you're ready, give me a thumbs up. I don't want to throw you on if you're not ready. If you're ready, can you give me a thumbs up if you're ready? All right, there we go. I want to make sure she's ready. So let's bring in Ellie. What's up? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It'll be kind of delayed just for a second, but it should catch up.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, it's a little bit delayed, but it should catch up after a minute or so. You hear me okay?
All right. I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So for those of you that don't know, so a lot of you know who this is, but this is Ellie. She is in a lot of chats. She's hanging out with the beard community a lot, and obviously she doesn't have a beard, but her husband does, and so she, I'll let her kind of speak to what she does there, but I know she like recommends a lot of products to her husband and stuff like that. So Ellie, you want to tell people a little bit about yourself?
Well, I guess it's a joint effort with how we get beard products and stuff. We're both collectors. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's just a lot more introverted and shy, so I'm more of the social butterfly.
There you go. And you drink Cafe Bustelo.
Gotta have the Bustelo.
Right. Right. So how did you get into? I've seen you. You've gone live a few times on Instagram and hanging out. How did you kind of get into this whole beard thing?
He started watching Dan C videos for months.
Right.
And then I don't remember how we started jumping in and watching the lives. And then it's the rest is history.
Right.
He blames it all
So,
on Fable.
oh, he blames it on Fable.
Yeah, my mom bought him some Fable for Father's Day, and that's what started this all.
E-Rock has given me this joke before, but he wants you to know somebody wrote on your arm with a Sharpie.
On both arms.
Both arms. A couple of different color Sharpies too. So everybody's saying, "Hey, Ellie, John, Coffee Talking Tech. Good to see you, John." I don't know if you've sold your camera yet, but if anybody needs a camera set up, John has on his IG page. He's got a Canon M50 Mark II kit for sale. So check out his Instagram. He's got that up there. So everybody's saying, "Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you." Yep. So talk about, I don't know, do you have any plans to go into content like your husband or you or anybody at all?
I would like to try and make little videos for baking and stuff.
Right.
Just haven't figured out how I want to edit them or anything like that. Hitting record's not a problem, but editing.
Absolutely. For sure. So let's talk about that a little bit because I know you are, I may be getting this wrong because I don't know the full story, but you're a business owner, right? You own a restaurant or something to do with food?
It's called Ellie Bear Treats. It's just me, my own little home business, and it's
Nothing.
gluten free and vegan treats.
Oh, nice. Nice. So then if you made a channel, you'd make a channel of you baking whatever you're baking. That, I think that that's something that would do well. I mean, being vegan and gluten free, that's a good angle that you could take on your videos, especially with that, cooking that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, just like I said, trying to figure out how I want to edit these. I, I, I watch all these cooking shows, and it's like that's how I want to try and do it. And you see these little TikToks all quick, and I gotta ask my kid for help. She's better at all
It's funny how fast kids pick up on that stuff.
that.
So Russ has a question for you. He says, Ellie, how do you apply beard products to your hair?
So I'll just put it in my hand the same way you guys do to put it in your beard. Make sure it's in my fingertips, get it all in, and then get all of this.
Right. You've got thick hair like Mel. If she let her hair grow longer, she's got really thick hair. So yeah, I've seen her do her hair before. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a horse's mane. And since using his products, I have been so happy between the natural conditioner I use and his oils. Oh yeah.
Right. So
And it's funny because
Sam,
we both have different preferences.
yeah. What are his preferences? What if you had to pick his top three? I guess if you know those, what are his top three, and then what are your top three?
His top three companies? Oh, Fable J and Chronic.
Okay. All right. Sam says that my wife has celiac and would probably love a channel like that.
Awesome.
Yep. And then Russ, yeah, I think
Yeah, and
so.
I'm a
Oil.
fat kid, so I won't make food that I won't eat.
Hey, what's up, Bruce City? Good to see you. Johnny Groom says she pours it on the countertop and flops her head all over it like a mop.
Oh no.
Yep, you're back. You're back. So, besides editing, have you now? I know you've kind of got a history. Let's talk about this story real quick. You've been on TV before, right?
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit because you've been in front of cameras before, so I don't think you're camera shy. What's your TV experience? I think this is pretty cool.
So when TRL was super huge, I grew up in New York City, so I would go straight from high school into Times Square TRL every day almost. And oh, there I go again.
It's going green. We can still hear you though.
All right. And I would request videos any chance I got. And one day I was actually painted up. I was a hardcore juggalo back then. So I had my face all painted
Right.
and my Adidas tracksuit, and they were like, "Who's Carson Daly's all? Who's that next to you?" And it was Hillary that ended up going into One Tree Hill.
Right.
She was VJing and she was outside, so I was standing right next to her, and he's like, "Who's that?" And they brought me upstairs, and that's when I got to meet Shaggy, Mr. Boombastic himself, which I was so shocked how short he was. He's like shorter than I am.
Right.
And oh, so used to glasses, I went to go adjust them and they're not there.
Yeah, I've started wearing mine again. I'm kind of tired of contacts.
Yeah, when you have contacts, you're gonna have to get used to that. It's like the phantom glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm tired of contacts. I've been wearing them for a couple of years. I think I'm just going to stick with glasses from now on.
Well,
Hey, see you, Todd. Have a good night, man. Hope you get feeling better.
to finish that story real fast, what ended up happening is I had to do a little skit with Carson Daly. I don't remember what we talked about, but I know it involved a cheeseburger and fries.
Right.
And then I got to introduce Limp Bizkit on the countdown at number 6 with My Way.
That is so awesome. So are you in New York now? Do you still live in New York?
No, I'm in Colorado now.
Colorado. Okay.
I've been here since 2008.
Gotcha. All right. So as far as the YouTube channel goes, besides editing, is there any other thing that's keeping you from actually creating content? Because you've got, I think, no doubt, you have the content to make, right? You can bake, you know how to do all that stuff. Is it the filming to be ready for the editing, or just the editing itself you're thinking about?
Figuring out what program to use and how do I want to edit it. And I turn into a scatterbrain. I'm only brunette on the outside. I'm really blonde.
Okay, gotcha. Well, if I can help you with that process, definitely let me know. It's going to really depend on what. Are you PC or Mac user?
PC.
PC. Okay. So there's a lot of different good programs to use. But I can definitely, if you want help, I can definitely help you with that. But I think that'd be pretty cool if you got a cooking channel going. That'd be all, or baking. I guess baking is the right term, right? A baking channel. That'd be pretty cool. So, is your husband gonna do videos with you?
Sorry, what was that again? The kid
I
was
said,
screaming.
that's okay. I said, is your husband gonna do videos with you?
Probably not. I maybe I can try, but I don't think so.
Right.
He'll be behind the camera. He's more of behind the scenes.
Okay. Well, is there you have any other specific questions or anything as far as YouTube or live stream or anything at all you want to ask while you're here?
Um, Nothing I can think of. I know I owed you guys a story and promised it.
Yeah, was there something else? I know the TRL. You told that. Was there something else you were doing on TV also, or was TRL the story?
There was a Kids for Kids, a little thing for mall TV. So
Right.
the videos you can see at the mall that they would use to play. I did a couple of those, like uh oh gosh, I forgot what one was. It was just like little arts and crafts out of stuff you can do at the food court.
Right.
And the other one was the turkey twist.
Okay. So that's something you did on. Was that on what TV? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever actually seen it. How spread was that? What was that, a big show?
I don't know. It was like I said, for mall TV, so they played it at malls.
Oh, just mall TV. Okay. Okay. Nick, no, I'm not sure. I've never seen the green like that. If I did, yeah, I definitely would try to help. But I think it's just signal. Yeah. So, but it's good. We can still hear all that. So, all right, Ellie. Well, hey, I appreciate you jumping on. Looking forward to seeing you if you start a channel about baking. I'll definitely be there watching and helping where I can. If you have any questions, let me know.
All right. And thanks for having me on.
Yep. Thanks for jumping on. Tell your husband, the family, we said hello.
All right. And go, Pack, go.
Oh, hold on. You get one of these.
Go, Pack, go!
Absolutely. All right, Ellie. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye. All right. So yeah. So Ellie, possibly doing a baking channel. I think that'd be awesome. I think that there's a lot of food channels on YouTube. I know, and that'd be a really cool thing to do. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Um, yep. So. All right, what's the best webcam, or is it worth just buying a camera? So I'm always going to say that buying a camera is going to do better than any webcam that you can buy. But if you want to do the webcam thing, the one that I use, it's actually sitting right here. I haven't used it in a while, but it's the Logitech Brio 4K. There's also one that I haven't used, but I've seen great reviews on it. It's the Elgato Facecam. I've never actually used it, so I can't speak, smartly about it. But the reviews that I've seen, it's a really, really good webcam. Otherwise, I would say, find you I'm using a Canon M50. I think a camera is always going to be a better option over a webcam, but depends on budget and setup and all that good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Ron. I think that'd be an awesome show, an awesome channel to do. Yep, go Pack, go! Big win yesterday. That was a great game. And yeah, I agree, Nick. Go camera if you have the choice, for sure. You can find Tyson, actually, John, Coffee Talk and Tech. He's got one for sale on Instagram. He's got a Canon M50 Mark II setup. John says, yeah, Ken, I would go for the Elgato Facecam as the best webcam. Yeah, from what I've seen a couple of different comparison videos and stuff, and the Elgato does look a whole lot better. I haven't used it, so. Bruce City says, I use a Depstek. It's 4K and it works well. It's on Amazon. I've only bought a webcam, an off-brand, Amazon brand type webcam once, and it wasn't that one, so I can't speak about that one either. But the one that I bought was not good at all. So yeah. I don't know that specific one you're talking about though. So Ron, right here in the chat, let me find him. So John, Coffee Talk and Tech. If you go to IG, he's on IG as Coffee Talk and Tech, I think all spelled out. So find him on IG. If you don't find him, I'll send you a link to his profile. But he's got in his he posted today, he's got a Canon M50 Mark II, a 22mm lens, some extra batteries, a nice setup there that pretty much be everything that you need. Hey, Brian, good to see you, man. Good to see you, sir. Zeb got the Logitech webcam. Yeah, the Logitech, the Brio 4K, as far as webcams, the Elgato is really new. Like I said, I have not used it, the face cam. It's only been out for, I don't know, maybe 2 months, 2 or 3 months, if that. But up until that point, for me, the Brio 4K was the best that you could get. But again, I did see a lot of videos on the face cam, and it looks really, really nice. All right, so Bearded Vato, if you're still here, I have your question highlighted and saved. We'll go back to Bearded Vato's question. Is editing crucial to edit videos for a channel? Now, this is going to come down. All I give you is my opinion, but, people do editing different. For me, and the advice that I would give anybody is absolutely editing is crucial. I can spend, so the video that I did this morning, it took me 25 minutes maybe to film that. And then you go cut out all the fluff and mistakes and stuff, and it ended up being a 15-minute video. So about a half hour of actual filming, sitting here in front of the camera, and then I'll sit and edit for 3-4 hours, maybe longer depending on what the video is. And my process for editing, I could probably do this a lot better, but I like the way that I do it. The first thing that I do is I bring the video file in. Edit the sound first. That's the very first thing I do is edit sound. Make sure that everything's in sync, voice and audio, or audio, video, everything's in sync. I'll go through and make my initial cuts. So cut out the the mistakes or the breaks or whatever. So a lot of times in a video you will see, it's a standard flow, but there's a lot of things I cut out where I may stop to look over at my notes or something. All that gets cut out. So I go through the entire video, make all my cuts. And then I go back through it again and I watch the entire video again. And I do that to make sure that I'm not repeating myself too much, or if there's anything that I can cut out to make the video shorter, to cut out any repetitiveness, anything like that. I go through and I watch it all again for that. So I get that edited down. And then I get my intro and my outro part set, get my transitions and everything in there, and then I add my music. And then I go through and I add, if I do any B-roll video, if I have any, screen recordings that I took to throw in there for, demonstration, then I'll throw that in there. So I've got a whole process for editing. All that to say, I believe editing is completely crucial for a good video. Now, there's people that will sit and film a video and not edit at all. They'll hit record, they'll film it, they'll put it out there. Depending on the microphone they're using, that may be a good or a bad thing, because you definitely want to make sure audio is straight. I do some post stuff in audio, but not much. I use exactly what you see in front of me. This is what I film with, one of these two mics going through my Rodecaster. So I don't have to do much editing on audio, but I do still do a little bit. But yeah, I think it's crucial. Yeah, John, he says, I'm selling a whole M50 setup with Sigma 16mm lens. Ooh, the Sigma 16. Nice. I thought it was a 22 for some reason. That's Sigma 16 and that setup. The M50 is what I'm using right now. Now, I'm using the Mark 1. He's got the Mark II, which is it's a newer version of the Canon M50, but it's a great setup. So the M50 is what I'm using. So that's what John's selling. So see if we can sell it through the stream here. I think there's a few guys that may be interested. Let's see. I don't do any real streaming, but I grabbed Ken's advice to others by putting my phone on Do Not Disturb when I was recording a few videos or drilling some oil displays. Do Not Disturb is a lifesaver. I use Do Not Disturb. I'm using Do Not Disturb right now. I've got my Mac set to automatically go to Do Not Disturb as soon as I open Ecamm. As soon as I open my live streaming software, my computer goes to Do Not Disturb, and then my phone does it automatically because they work together. I use it all the time. What's up, Corey? Good to see you, man. Let's see. How much is he selling it for? I think it was, John, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was $800 for the kit, which is a great price. Great price on it. Yep, agreed. Editing is needed. Yeah, Jay Cruz has been editing on his phone since he started. That's one thing that I've never done outside of doing like reels, short little, TikTok videos or reels, like short form video. I've never edited long form video on a phone. I don't know if I could. So props to you guys that are doing it. I think Dan C did that for a long time also, if I'm not mistaken. So you guys are giving each other warnings. First warning. Thinking that you have to film a video all in one take is too much pressure. Man, that is the truth. When I first started making videos, I would literally, no joke, Brian, I would try to film the entire video in one take. And there was several times in my first, 10 or 15 videos that I would, if I made a mistake, I would start all over. I didn't quite yet understand the concept of, jump cuts and being able to edit that stuff out. I would start the video over. When I first started, it would take me hours to film a video. So editing is definitely, takes that pressure off for sure. Knowing that you can edit, and there's some tricks to doing that editing also. So, if I'm sitting here filming a video and, let's say that I stutter or mess something up, if I move around, right? If you move, because that changes your camera focus and your lighting and all that, it'll make, you can even see as I do this, it's going to, darken up the screen a little bit. So, there's tricks to it too. When you're ready to go again, make sure that you're sitting still for a minute so the camera gets its focus and its lighting right. And then you start over. There is some tricks to it, but it takes the pressure off of thinking you have to film everything in one take, for sure. Corey's talking about coffee. There's something so satisfying about boiling water in a gooseneck kettle and pouring it into a French press. I've got it's not a Keurig, it's a single cup maker though. That's all I do, man. So, hey guys, listen to Ken calm down with the warnings. Yeah, I know you guys are warning each other. I love it though. I think it's funny. And there's, a message on Instagram, Coffee Talking Tech. Oh, yeah, both. Okay, I knew I saw 22, so both the 22 and the 16 millimeter. You guys, that Sigma 16 that he's selling with it, that's the lens that I'm going for when I buy my new camera. I'm going to actually buy, over the next couple of months, I've got a plan to buy a new camera, and that Sigma 16 I'm definitely getting. So for that lens alone, it's a great setup. Somebody should be buying that right now. Yep, Sigma 16 lens is great. You can film without having to have your lights so bright. Yeah, I saw there's a video that I watched. It's been a long time ago now, but somebody bought the Sigma 16 lens, and then he did a comparison of both lenses. So he's got the stock lens on his M50. He did both, and the lighting difference, how much he had to turn his lighting down with the 16 was incredible, how well that does. Ken, you watched the Copper John's beard contest last night. I did not. I missed it last night. Met E-Rock. I have to go back and see. I've seen E-Rock on camera before. E-Rock's a good dude. Ron edits on his phone. Ellie uses her phone. Oh, Russ, no worries, man. Hey, is these streams right here, we can grab everything. Whatever you guys want to talk about, throw it out there. We'll talk about it. This is meant to be, kind of a fun hangout type stream also, so we'll fill it with whatever we got. Johnny went back to iPhone. So you're doing all your edits on iPhone? I'm guessing using iMovie. Corey can barely shoot an Instagram story in one take. No way I could do it on YouTube. Some people can do it, man. Some people can do it. Yep, phones are awesome nowadays. Oh my gosh, phones. These phones are better than some cameras that are out there. Oh, yeah, Dagan. Dagan got him an early Christmas birthday gift, a Stream Deck. There you go, man. Gary says, totally forgot it's Monday. Howdy, Ken. Do you miss me yet?
You don't know my life.
Do I miss you yet? Yeah, we had a great weekend. For those of you that, like I said, don't know, Gary and his family were in town for Thanksgiving, so it was a great weekend. We had a great time. Yep, congrats on the Stream Deck. Absolutely, E-Rock. You're the man. I appreciate you. Yep, edit on iMovie. Get the videos out faster. Oh, Beard Wiley's opening the Stream Deck XL. So I have the regular 15-key Stream Deck. The Stream Deck XL is the 32-key. I have not... How do I say this? I want the Stream Deck XL because of all the keys. So far, I have not found a reason to need more than 15 keys. I've got a different profile set up for every show and every video that I do. But that Stream Deck XL, the 32 keys, I think is nice. Aaron really enjoyed LJ and shopping with her and Mel. Yeah, they had fun. Dude, Diablo, I'm not going to either. I'm still eating pumpkin pie today. So, hey Ken, just got news I got that job. Now I got to decide if I want to do both or the new one. Hey, congrats, man. It's good to have the options, so happy for you, man. You just had the interview today, right? I think that was today you were mentioning Corey's stream. You had that interview? Yes. No, you did good. You did good, Wiley, with the XL. It's nice. All right, so we do have, let me refresh this over here. So we do have a question here. I haven't seen, yeah, Gary, no kidding, man. Enough leftovers to last a year. There were 3 pumpkin pies, I think 4, 3 or 4. I think there was one that was gluten-free. Mel made 2 regular. So there was pumpkin pie, there was chocolate pie, and then Gary bought a bunch of pie at the Amish store we went to while he was here. So we had all kinds of food. Hey, Brian, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. All right, so we do have a question. This is from Dole Whip Dad. Dole Whip Dad, he's actually been on the stream before. One of my first streams that I did. Dole Whip Dad, his channel is about Disney. He does all kinds of cool stuff. He's got a couple of different live streams that he does, and I'm actually going to be on his live stream, I think, in January. Really cool channel. If you love Disney, then you would love his channel. He does a lot of good stuff. But his question is, and I think this is a good conversation to have, did you have enough ketchup? Yeah, we have enough ketchup. So funny story for those of you that maybe wonder what that's about. Several months ago, I mean, sometime back, probably during it was either late spring or early summer. So Johnny's somebody that I talk to every single day. Really, really good friend of mine. We were having a conversation about ketchup and food shortages, and Johnny said something like, what I heard was there's going to be a ketchup shortage. What he actually said was, there's a ketchup packet shortage, I think it was. Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it was. There was a ketchup packet shortage. So I went upstairs and told Mel, like, hey, there's going to be a ketchup shortage. We eat ketchup with everything all the time. We eat a lot of ketchup. And so anyways, so she went to Sam's after that, and she bought, like, I don't know, 15 bottles of ketchup. And, yeah. Turns out there wasn't an actual ketchup shortage. It was only the packets. So we've got these big 32 ounce or whatever they are, 64 ounce, I don't know, the big bottles of ketchup. I think we still have about 5 or 6 of those left. So Zeb, I'm going to, well, here, let's do this question. Is there a way to use sound effects on a live stream from your laptop without a Rodecaster or a soundboard? So a lot of that is going to depend on the platform that you're using. StreamYard, maybe somebody like John or other people that use StreamYard in the chat can help me with that. I don't think you can do it through StreamYard unless you have your phone connected in as part of the stream or can somehow route it through your computer into StreamYard. That may be possible. With Ecamm, you can actually load sound effects into the software, and then, I can play. I don't know if I have it set up right, but I can just click over here. So, I've got sound effects over here that I can play.
Haha, Karen. Haha, Karen.
Karen, but that was for Vato, actually, the Karen. But they're basically loaded into Ecamm, so I can just press those. I'm sure that vMix is probably the same. I've never used vMix. I know John does. I don't know about StreamYard, though, but there's ways to do it. It just depends on the platform that you're using. Yep, you can do anything with a Wave XLR and a Stream Deck. So, John, if you have a Wave XLR and a Stream Deck, well, I think his question was without a Stream Deck. Because, yeah, even without a Rodecaster, I can load sound effects to my Stream Deck and play those. Okay, so he said without a Rodecaster or soundboard. With a Stream Deck, you can. So I've never used a Wave XLR, John. I'm assuming you mean with StreamYard. Also, I'm drawing a blank through StreamYard. So you can use loopback to create a virtual microphone and send it multiple audio sources at once. Can you do that with StreamYard though? Will StreamYard allow that signal in? It's been a long time since I used StreamYard, so I'm not sure specifically. No, Nick, I think he didn't say Stream Deck specifically. He was, yeah, okay, so he means with no external device. So Brian, so for your point, so loopback being software, will that work with StreamYard? I'd have to test it out because I'm really not sure unless somebody in the chat knows. That'd be something to test out though. Yeah, Wave XLR is the device that allows connection of an XLR mic and the use of Wavelink software. Yes, you can choose the virtual microphone as the audio source. When you do that though, so in StreamYard, can you select multiple? So could you, for example, can you select that virtual microphone and whatever microphone you're using? Brian says it's not as elegant, but you can do something like, you can use something like Soundflower to play anything off a browser. All right, so Wave XLR is made by Elgato, and you can route anything with it, even for StreamYard, then load sounds on the Stream Deck. That is the best way, period. But if he doesn't have a Stream Deck, John, is that still possible? Probably not. So it looks like we're probably with Brian right now. Soundflower, just play it through the browser, or Brian's loopback. And again, with Ecamm, you know, all this can just run through the software, so there's no issue at all. I know that Zeb uses StreamYard, so. Oh, absolutely. This is the best way to figure out what to research for new content. Everyone has questions. Yeah, these kind of conversations are a lot of times where video ideas come from, or even going through chats, you know, questions, comments on videos, stuff like that. Absolutely, man. When it comes to content creation, we should never run out of ideas for videos at all. And Gary, I'm not ignoring your question. Let me go back up to it. Gary said something about I don't see it now, but something about yeah, here it is. Did I punch the baby and then laugh calling it a Karen? I guess I did. So let's see. The baby's crying.
Haha, Karen. Haha, Karen.
Punch it and call it a Karen. So those are built into Ecamm. I've got a few more there, but I don't even really use those anymore now with the Stream Deck. Johnny says you could always just make the sounds with your mouth. There you go. You can play with browser too. Loopback is $100 and Wavelink Rock's USB version is only about 120. You can input browser sound as one of your aux inputs into Wavelink and then decide what sources you want to go out to stream. So I think right now, and that's true, but I think right now we're kind of at with no hardware. So probably browser into StreamYard is what you're looking for, Zeb. Zeb, send me, hey, see you, Brian. Have a good night, man. Zeb, send me a DM, just so I don't forget, or you can also DM, I'm sure John, Coffee Talking Tech, wouldn't mind. Beards of Banjos, any of these guys I'm sure would love to help you out. John's channel is all about tech, and I know he's very thorough with StreamYard. He knows StreamYard very well, so between all of us, we'll get your question answered. But it sounds like browser is probably the way that you're looking right now if you don't want any kind of hardware. Hey, Mark, how's it going, man? All right, so I have not seen Doe Whip Dad, but let's have this conversation real quick. So Doe Whip Dad sent a question in. He said, everyone says consistency is key, but what is consistency? Is it volume, one upload a week, one live stream, two each, more, or is it a schedule? Uploads at the same time every week, scheduled live streams. Love to hear your thoughts. So there's a lot in that question, basically talking about consistency. And so I think I've had this conversation with John before, and anybody in the chat, feel free to throw out your comments here also. My view on consistency when it comes to YouTube is doing what you can, but on a schedule. There's some people that can do one video a week. There's some people that can do 2 videos a week in a live stream. There's people that can do, a video live stream every day, depending on, their schedule, if they're doing this full time, whatever. For me, consistency is more about schedule for me. So I like to get videos done. It's been pretty much on Mondays right now. I have been playing around with different days, trying to figure out what days I want to do videos, based on, how well the video's doing. I don't have the subscriber count yet on this channel that YouTube will tell me the best time to upload, so I've been playing around with that. For me, though, consistency is more about schedule. I want people to know when to expect my videos to come out. Historically, what I've always done, even on the Bluegrass Bearded channel, was I would have videos on Monday and Thursday. And then depending on, if there was any special releases or companies wanted videos done on a specific day or whatever we worked out, then I would do something different. And then I always had live streams on Monday and Wednesday. Those were always. And then, of course, we have the Friday night table talk. But it's really about schedule. Consistency matters not only for your audience, but also for YouTube. There's people that say, and I haven't researched this enough to know, but it makes sense to me. There's people that say that if you're consistently uploading to YouTube, then it's going to keep you in the algorithm. It's going to keep YouTube suggesting your videos. Haven't researched that specific point enough yet to know how impactful that is. It makes sense to me. But it's, I think there's that and your audience. But consistency really comes down for me to what can you do without burning out? What are you able to do to fit in your schedule so that you can still get videos out? For some people, that's once a week. For some people, that's once every 2 weeks. If it's once a month, I think once a month you may be getting kind of out of that consistency as far as the algorithm and stuff goes. But the important thing is finding that balance so that you're not burning yourself out, but still being able to consistently upload. I've got some other thoughts on scheduling, but let's see what comments we have right now. So Brian says, I'm impressed by anyone making stuff right now, even if it's not every week. So many barriers that can get in the way if you let them. 100%. For sure. I mean, a lot of us, most of us are not full-time at this. Most of us still have full-time jobs. So we have our day jobs. We've got families, kids, things outside the house to do, all kinds of stuff. So a lot of things can get in the way. There's a lot of times where I'm doing videos or editing at like 1 o'clock in the morning because that's when I have time. The kids are in bed. Mel's asleep. There's nothing that we have going on. And so midnight, 1 o'clock, it's quiet. I can get stuff done. Weekends. So, but yeah, absolutely right. So many barriers can get in the way, and that causes a lot of burnout. There's a lot of people that, those barriers will just cause them to burn out. And which is another reason why I think consistency is key. I think if you set a schedule, I know for me, I have to be scheduled. If I have a schedule and I know that I'm 1 video a week on Monday, then I'm going to be able to work harder to get that done. So that's just how I work, but I know there's people that are different. Gary says I use a tape recorder, keep it simple. Hey, whatever works, man. John says most of the videos I put out are watched from YouTube search, so I really don't overthink it. Do what you can, and it's always good to connect weekly some way with your subscribers, be it live video, community tab, for sure. Yep. Now, the other part of that question is scheduling. It says scheduled live streams, or let's see, is it scheduled live streams? Now, if you're talking live streams specifically, I firmly believe that, at least for me, in the way that I'll do it is that I'll always schedule my live streams. I know there's some people that can go, they can just go live at random times and people show up. My channel's not that big yet. A lot of people's are not. But I think scheduling so that people know when to expect you, I think, is always better. It's kind of like watching your favorite TV show, right? I know that The Walking Dead comes on Sunday nights at 9. I know football comes on Sunday at 1. For me, scheduling is vital. Pete, there's people, I know John, for example, John goes live on Tuesdays with Jeff and then Thursdays on his channel. I know they're live. They're going to be live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9. I know that, who else is in here? Let's see. I know that Ron is going to be live on Sundays with Dagan. I know when to expect them. I think scheduling is important for those reasons. Walking Dead and football, that's about all we watch on TV. We don't watch much TV other than that. So that's the consistency, the schedule question. That was from Dole Whip Dad. So, Jeff, if you see this after the fact, hopefully that answers your question. Jeff's got a great channel. He does live streams on Sunday nights at 11 Eastern. Kind of a later stream, but they're always fun to watch. E-Rock says, have you ever run into an oh crap moment where you did not have an idea for a video? No, I really haven't. Maybe in the beginning when I first started, when I was trying to figure things out. But once I got into a flow of doing this, there's never been a time where I did not have an idea for a video. I've actually got a OneNote file that I keep, and every time I have a video idea, I go and I write it down. I've got a list right now for this channel of probably 50 video ideas, if not more. And after this stream is over, I'll go back and kind of write down some ideas that I've gotten from this stream. So, never have an idea or a moment where I don't have an idea. There may be times where I have an idea, but I can't do it. For example, I've got a video that I'm going to do that requires me to be outside. And, I was going to do that last weekend, but it was raining, so I couldn't do it. But, yeah, mostly timing, not having the idea, just having the, like for example, being able to go outside because it's raining. E-Rock lives without cable. This is a YouTube house, man. We've got YouTube TV, YouTube Music, YouTube, obviously YouTube channel, but we have YouTube TV. It's so much cheaper, but no cable at all. I know you're always pretty busy though, so. Ron says, I always feel like any ideas I've had, others already did. That's the thing with being in a micro niche like you are, Ron, in the beard community. The ideas that you have, there's only so many things to talk about when it comes to beards. The cool thing about it, though, is don't necessarily worry about that. I think talking your niche specifically, right, your beard channel, I think every channel should have a morning routine video. I think every channel should have a night routine video. Every channel should have, general, maybe a how to care for your beard in the summer type video, because you're going to have different routines than others. You're going to have different things that you do in the summer with your beard, being a longer, different beard than others. I think it's okay to have some of the same videos on as somebody else has already done, as long as you're not doing their video, you know what I mean? So it's okay. And being in a micro niche, there's even content creators. A lot of us have the same videos, but we're putting our spin and our take on it. As long as you're doing that, I think you're okay. Is live kind of considered a podcast? Can you explain the difference? So there are people that do their podcast, they do it through a live stream. Traditionally, a podcast is usually recorded and then uploaded to a podcast service. But there's a lot of people that do podcasts. They do it in this type of a format. They'll do it live. They'll have whoever they have on their podcast, or if it's a solo podcast, they will film it just like this. They'll do it live, and then they'll go back and kind of edit out some of the conversational stuff or some of the stuff not there, and they will do it this way. And then that way they have content for their YouTube channel, and then they have their podcast also. I've noticed over the last, I haven't been in podcasting myself that long. When me and Mel do our podcast, we do the traditional. We sit here, we record it, I edit it in GarageBand, and then I upload it to the podcast. I've never done one like this, but there's a lot of people that do it this way. As far as the difference, You know, the live is traditionally like this. A podcast traditionally is audio only, so like Apple Podcast, Spotify, whatever. Content-wise, though, there's really not that much difference. You're either having a conversation with somebody or using a live stream like this as whatever it is you're doing, education or entertainment, whatever. So there's a lot of people that do these live stream type podcasts. My kids need Wi-Fi for school or I'd cancel it. Oh, Mark, I cannot live without internet, man. Ron doesn't have cable either. Yeah, we cut the cord, say cut the cord. I mean, we still have YouTube TV, but we got tired of paying so much for DirecTV, so we went with YouTube TV, and I'm glad we did. So, all right, if anybody has any more questions, let me check this page real quick. So, yeah, we do have one more on here. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, but we do have one more on here. I kind of talked to this person today, and he wanted a channel review, so I don't have any channel reviews for tonight. I do have one on the list, but I kind of talked to this person today, and I told him that, you know, in his case, I think it might be good to wait about a month or so. Wait until he has about 10 videos or so. He's very brand new. And so him and I had a good long conversation today. I want to help him get started, but I think doing this channel review now would not really serve him that well. And so he's definitely going to be back on the show at some point. He's going to come live here at some point, but he's going to get some videos under his belt, and then we will get to that channel review. So I think I'll be able to help him better that way. And so I don't know if he's still here or not, but he will definitely be on. Eventually, I'm going to start doing this one as a different show every week. So this will be not on Mondays. Mondays will be my interview shows, and then the Just Stream With Me will be on a new day, new time. I just starting to think about that. I'm not sure when that'll be. So, all right, guys, let's do a this or that. Got some cool questions here if you guys want to participate. Let's see. All right, so for those of you that are still here, we'll go through a couple of these and we'll call it a night. So if you guys have anything you want to talk about along the way, make sure you throw it out there. All right, sounds good, E-Rock. I know you can DM me. Yeah. All right, so we'll go through a couple of these this or that type questions, and then we'll kind of call it a night. All right, so first question: if you were in charge, what 3 items would you have in the office vending machine? What 3 items would you have in the office vending machine? So I'll wait for some of your answers. What would I have in the office vending machine? I'm not sure. I would probably have Monster. Have to be the Monster Rehabs. That's the only ones that I like. I would probably have Oreos and beef jerky. So Monster, Oreos, and beef jerky would be mine. That's what I would have. If I was in charge of the office vending machine, Oreos, Monster, and beef jerky. E-Rock says Pop-Tarts, water, and peanuts. The question is, E-Rock, do you put butter on your Pop-Tarts? Do you put butter on your Pop-Tarts? Mark says apple juice, Thin Mints, and Red Bull. There you go. Thin Mints, you talking about the Girl Scout cookies? And you guys let me know if that music's too loud. Jason Klein says Pop-Tarts, Reese's, and Doritos. All great choices. Ellie says Reese's, Bywater, and Oreos. John says Reese's, M&M's, and Oreos. Ron, we got Yoo-Hoo, chocolate chip cookies, and M&M's. Ron, is it going to be the chocolate or strawberry Yoo-Hoo? That might determine if Mo still follows you after this. I don't know. But chocolate or strawberry? E-Rock never tried butter on Pop-Tarts. I haven't either. I heard somebody talking about that recently, though. Ryan says sour cream and cheddar chips, water, and Oreos. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, man. And Mel says my homemade cookies, pretzels, and Dr. Pepper cream soda zero. We have a lot of that in the fridge. Both strawberry and chocolate. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, you're working at Mel's office. Yeah, me too, man. All right, so let's see. I don't know what these questions are, so let's go to the next one. All right. If you could try out a job for just a day, just to see if you like it, which job would you choose? I don't know what I would choose. If you could try out a job for a day just to see if you like it, what job would you choose? What job would I choose? I'm not sure. I don't know, because I do the job that I like already, with what I do for my day job. And, eventually I want to be doing content creation full time. So, I already know that I love that. Let's see. Let me think for a second. I won't steal anybody's answer. Ryan says astronaut. That's a good one. E-Rock says excavation. Mark would drive a train. VJ, if that still exists. And Ron says, you know what? I'm going to go with Ron here. Ron says teacher. I'm going to say history teacher. I'd love to see what it would be like to be a history teacher. Detective. You've kind of done that already, but yeah. A beard business. There you go. John says skydive coach. Skydiving coach. I don't know, man. Can I coach from the ground? Do I have to actually go up in the plane and jump with them? Skydive coach. Jason says content creator. Hey man, do it. Go for it. All right, let's see what we got next. I think we asked this one last week with the mayor, but we'll go with it again. What 3 things would you leave in a time capsule for people to open in 50 years? 3 things you would leave in a time capsule for people to open in 50 years. I would leave an iPhone, because I think in 50 years, there's no telling what phones, if we even have phones like we know them now, what they're going to look like. So I'd say an iPhone, a Nintendo Entertainment System, an original Nintendo, and a package of Twinkies, because I want to see if Twinkies can actually last that long. They say Twinkies can survive the apocalypse. Let's find out. So those are my answers. Mel put a lot more thought into it than I did. She said family photos, my coin collection, and military dog tags. Oreos, iPhone, and Back to the Future DVD. I wonder if you'd be able to play a DVD in 50 years, though. Kind of like the VCR now, right? Does anybody in the chat still have a VCR? That'd be interesting to see. But I wonder if DVDs in 50 years are going to be the same. We wouldn't really have anything to play them on. That's a hard one. There's a lot of stuff that could go in there. I like the iPhone idea, though. I kind of wonder what technology is going to look like in 50 years. Just talking about phones specifically. In 50 years, what are they going to look like? Obviously, we'll be on the iPhone 60, right? But what's it going to look like? Jason says iPhone, a dollar bill, and a world almanac. Yeah, I bet that's another thing that won't exist in 50 years, is actual paper money. Driver's license, phone, and watch. There you go. All right. Let's see what we got next. All right. What do you consider is the most important piece of furniture in a house? The most important piece of furniture in a house, that's going to be easy for me, my bed. We have a Tempur-Pedic Tempur-Pedic mattress. Love it. We've had it for a couple of years, and so good. I love that mattress. But how would you charge the iPhone? By that time, you won't have to charge it. Yeah. Bed. I think this is going to be, bed. So going back to the earlier question, photos to see the difference between the quality from then and now. I can't imagine what photography is going to look like in 50 years. Dining table. Yeah, that is important. Absolutely. We still 6 nights a week have dinner at the table as a family. Most weeks 7, but sometimes we don't. But yeah, couch. Or my shower head. Yeah, that's pretty important too. Refrigerator, freezer, couch, easy chair. Yeah, possibly either that or we'll have some kind of battery technology that never needs to be charged. Love my Tempur-Pedic as well, especially the ability to put the feet and head up and massage. We don't use the massage that often because it's kind of weird to us. We've got the massaging, reclining base, but the massage for us is kind of weird. Bed, yep. That's okay. Appliances work too. I figured you would say bed. Mel likes to sleep more than I do. All right, let's do one more and then we'll call it a night. Ooh, all right. If you were a bartender, what famous person would you like to serve? If you were a bartender, which famous person would you like to serve? In my house, the most important furniture is the one that has the Packers blanket, not that other team. Yeah, you got a divided house, man. I don't know how you survive it. I'm just kidding. Your wife's pretty cool. But that divided house, Packers and Bears. Whew. So if you were a bartender, which famous person would you like to serve? And I'm going to go ahead and say they can be from history or current, dead or alive. So Clint Eastwood, that'd be a good one. Charlize Theron, yeah. The Rock. I'm going to say Brett Favre. Brett Favre. No, not at all. But I appreciate it. I love you too. Abraham Lincoln. Ken and Dan C. Hey, I appreciate that, John. Definitely have to get together at some point. Obviously not serve each other, but have some coffee talk together. That'd be cool. Brett Favre, Denzel Washington, and Bruce Lee. Mr. Miyagi or Richie Valens. The Richie Valens part does not surprise me, Gary. Gary's a huge Richie Valens fan. E-Rock's favorite saying, keep it G. Fleetwood Mac idol. Are you talking about one of the members of Fleetwood Mac? Oh, Ozzy. Don't serve him too much. That's the more you serve him, the more interesting that one's gonna get. He's an interesting guy. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, this has been a fun stream tonight. Whoop. Let's go back here. So that was a fun stream tonight. I appreciate those of you that hung out all night. We did have Ellie come on. And like I said, my idea for this stream is to bring people on who want to stream, who have never done it or have done it very little, that just want to get that experience. And, you know, answer questions about content creation, chat like we've done tonight, just hang out, have fun. I'm really thinking about doing this show on a different night, different time, maybe even during the day at some point. So I'm trying to play around with some ideas and figure out how to do that. But I do want this show to become a standard, you know, regular show on my channel. So I'm thinking about when to do that, what timing would work, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm just kind of planning that out now, but I really love doing these streams. Love hanging out with you guys, love chatting. Just love having fun. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Nicholas Z, thanks, man. Ron, John, looking forward to tomorrow night, and Thursday. You guys, if you are into live streaming tech or just good conversation, John, him and Jeff streams are good examples of streams. They're not all about tech. They're not all about, like, the whole show is not, you know, just, you know, tech and content creation, but there's also an element of just hanging out and having great, fun conversation. Really good streams to go and listen and chat in. So always look forward to John and Jeff going live. So those are Tuesday and Thursdays at 9. Really do enjoy those. Oh, no worries, Mark. I appreciate you being here, man. You're never late. One thing about live streams is that you guys all have lives outside of this, and I never worry about if somebody's not here, so I just appreciate the time that you are able to spend. One interesting person that doesn't drink anymore that I met was Steve-O. Oh, I bet that was fun. Yep, you too, E-Rock. People work during the day. Yeah, I mean, so do I. So if I did it during the day, it would have to be on the weekend. I'm just throwing different ideas around in my head right now, trying to figure out when I might want to do it. So, yeah, good night, J. Cruz. I'm sure we'll be chatting again, man. So, hey, you guys all know where to find me at. YouTube channel here, my website, kenthecontentcoach.com. Reach me by email, ken@kenthecontentcoach.com. All over social media, Ken the Content Coach, Ken_the Content Coach. You can find all that on the website or in the description of all my YouTube videos. So if you're not following me at any of those places, go look me up, give me a follow. And if I'm not following you, I'll follow you back. But if I can ever do anything for you guys, feel free to reach out, let me know. Appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you guys actually Wednesday on the Bluegrass Bearded channel. We're going to do a release with Weatherbeard, so looking forward to that. I know a lot of you in the chat right now would be interested in that. So I will be live again Wednesday and then the following Monday. So you guys all have a great week. Thanks again for hanging out. Have a great weekend coming up on the holidays. So have fun with your families. As always, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Just hit record. We'll see you next time.